So this is the second part of the video. This is regarding markups. Please watch the video on discounts. This is a continuation of the topic. So markups. The difference between markup and discounts, again, markup is the price there's an increase of the price. Okay, so you can earn profit. We're still going to be using the percent equation. The whole times the percent equals the part. So the whole is represented by W, which is the original price or the cost to the store. The percent, of course, is the percent of increase or percent of decrease or discounts or markup percents. And the part will be the sale price, the selling price, or the change in amount. So please remember this, this information. So let's do our markup. Find the selling price. Let me zoom in. So find the selling price. So if we're looking for the selling price, that means let's apply what we know. This is our whole. This is our percent. And this will be our A. Right? Now, W times P percent is equal to A. What is our whole? Our whole is $65. Now, for our percent, just think, markup means 25% more of the original price. So we're actually adding 25% to its original price or the cost of the store. Now, where did I get this 100%? This is the cost of the store or the original amount that the store paid, which is 100%. Now, the store needs to add 25% of this amount so that they can earn money. So we're adding 25%. Now, in discounts, we subtracted the percent of discount. For this one, for the percent of markup, we're going to add the percent of markup. Please watch my previous video to understand what I'm saying regarding this equation. And we don't know what this is. Okay? Now, 65, this becomes 125% is equal to A. Change this to a decimal. To change a decimal to a to change a percent to a decimal, we're dividing by 100. So 125 divided by 100, and that should give us 65 times 1.25 is equal to A. If you multiply this two, I'm going to use this right here, space. So you will get 65 times 1.25. That should give you $81.25 is your A, which is the selling price. So it's very similar to the discount sale price. The only difference is instead of subtracting 25%, we are adding it because it's marked up. Okay, adding to the full price. Now, let's do the second problem, number 5. Cost to the store. It says we're finding the original price, so we don't know what our W is. Then we do know our markup, which is 25%. And we do know our selling price, which is 437.50 cents. So this will be our A. There you go. Now, what do we do? Again, use our formula. So we got W times the percent equal to A. Do we know the W? We do not know the W. Do we know the percent? We do know the percent. Remember, it's 25% more. So this price is 25% more than the cost to the store. So again, we're adding 25% to the 100%, and it gave us this amount, which is 437.50. So this becomes W equal to 125% if you're adding this two is equal to 437.50. Now, change this to a decimal. So we're dividing 125 divided by 100. That should give us 1.25, and this is W equal to 437.50. So very similar process when we're talking about finding the original price from my previous video. Now we're solving for W. Again, solving equations. Isolate W, so we're going to divide 1.25 because we need to keep W by itself. Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. So that's a 1. W is equal to, if you divide this, it will give you $350 is the cost to the store, or it is the original price. Okay? Please review that. Now, let's do number 6. The percent of markup. Again, we're looking for the percent. How much did the how much was the increase? From 65 and went up to 91. So the first thing we need to ask is how much is the increase in amount? The amount of increase. So that's going to be 91 minus 65 is equal to, if you subtract 91 minus 65, that should give you what? Absolutely, $26, right? So $26 is the change in amount. That's the change in amount. So ask yourself, 26 is what percent of 65, the cost to the store? Because this is the amount of increase. So let's use our formula. So we're going to use W times the percent equal to A. We do know what W is. It's 65. We don't know the percent yet. That will be our P percent. And we do know our A, which is 26. Not 91, 26, because we're talking about the amount of increase. So this would be your A. The percent is what we're looking for. Of 65 is your whole, which is the original price. So again, isolate the variable, keep P by itself. We're dividing by 65. So the percent, so 26 divided by 65, and that should give us 0.4 or 0.40. It's the same thing. Change that to a percent. So that means times 100, which is 40%. So the markup is 40%. Okay, so now let's do some word problems. For number 1, it says the selling price of a skateboard is $147 and the markup is 45%. I mean 75%. How much did the store pay for the skateboard? Okay. Now, let's label this. Again, we need to remember to use the percent equation. There we go. Our whole times our percent equals our A. Let me magnify, zoom in. Okay, here we go. The selling price of the skateboard is $147. So that would be our what? Is that our whole or is that our part? It is our A. So this amount is our A. The markup is our percent. Now, how much did the store pay for the skateboard? So that means it's asking for the cost to the store. Okay, this is cost to store. So this is our whole. This is the original price. So it's asking for the original price. So let's plug in the values. So our whole is we do not know. Our percent is 75%, which is a markup. That means we're going to add 75% to 100%, the original price that we don't know still, is equal to, and the selling price is $147. Now again, this becomes W times 175% equal to 147. change the percent to a decimal. How do we do that? We're dividing. We're dividing the 175% by 100 to make it into a decimal. So W times 1.75 is equal to 147. Let me move it in this side so we have enough space. So now rewrite the problem. We're solving for W. Isolate W by dividing the coefficient, which is 1.75. Please review your one-step equation. So that becomes a 1. So W, if you use your calculator, 147 divided by 1.75, that gives you $84. So $84 is the cost to the store. Okay? So this is the amount of money they paid for the skateboard. They marked the price up to 75%, and they're selling it for 147. Just wow. All right, now let's do number 2. Okay, number 2. You buy a watch for $60. Sales tax, what we all pay when we buy something, 6%, especially in Maryland. So what is the total cost of the watch? So this will be our whole. This is the original price. This is the percent, as we know. And this will be the total cost. So let's apply the formula. W times percent equal to A. The W is our 60. Sales tax. Now, is sales tax being added or being subtracted from the price? Yes. We add that to the price. So we're adding 6% to the full price, to the original price. Okay? So that should give us, we're looking for the total cost. How much would you be paying? So you have 60 times 106% is equal to A. Let's move it to this side. Now change the percent to a decimal, make it easier. We divide 106 by 100, and that should give us 1.06 is equal to A. If you multiply this 2, you would be getting $63.60. So this is the amount of money that you need to pay for the watch, tax included. Okay, that's the total cost. Now, your friend buys the same watch a month later. Oh, it was on sale. Sold at a discount of 15%. What did we say about discount? Discount means to subtract the amount from the original price. So we pay less. So the discount is 15%. So we take 15% out. That means we're only paying 85% of the full amount. Again, W times P is equal to A. Do we know the whole price? Yes, it is $60. So $60. And then for the percent, as I said, discount means to take away 15% from the full price, which is 100%. That gives us, I think it's another pen, A, which is the new sale price. That's what we're looking for. So 60, and this becomes 85% equals A. Make sure to change 85% to A. Decimal, we divide by 100, or move the decimal point 2 places to the left. That's why it's 0.85. 60 is equal to A. If you multiply this 60 times 85%, you'll get 51% is the new sale price. All right, there you go. Again, you're only paying 85% of the full price because it was discounted for 15%. Now, letter C. What is your friend's total cost for the watch, including tax? So are we going to use $60 or are we going to use $51? Well, it says what is your friend's total cost. So that is $51. So we're going to do $51. And then multiply that to, now again, including tax. Tax is 6%. Add that to the 100%. That will be the new total cost. So this would be 51 times 106% equal to A. Change that to a decimal. Now you can change this to a decimal right away. Make it faster. 1.06 times A. We got 1.06 by dividing 106 divided by 100, and you got 1.06 because we're changing the percent to a decimal. Now we multiply this 2, and you will get $54.06. This will be the total cost, that is with tax. All right. Okay, so letter D. It says, what is the percent of change? Now, technically, we know what the percent of change is. It's 15%. But if it's asking you to show your work because it's part of an assessment, then that means we need to show our work. So the percent of change in total cost. So that means what is the amount, the change in amount? So the first total cost was $63.60. So $63.60 minus $54.06. Now, why are we doing this? Because this is the change in amount. Because it's asking for what percent of changed. Okay? Change in amount. So if we subtract that, you will get $9.54 is the change in amount. Okay. Now, the same question. $9.54 is what percent? Okay. It's the change. So it's what percent of the original total cost. So this is our A, this is our percent, and this is our whole. So let's apply what we know. I think I don't have enough space, but let me get another piece of paper. Okay, now let's apply this. W, oops, there you go. W times percent is equal to A. We know our W is $63.60. The percent we do not know yet, equal to A, $9.54. Again, we're isolating P. We need to solve for P. So we need to undo multiplication. So divide this by 6360. Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other side. Cross that out. So the percent is, if you divide this, 9.54 divided by 6360. Okay, that should give us what? Use your calculator. It should give us 0.15. Now change that into a percent, either by moving the decimal 2 places to the right or multiplying by 100, and that should give us 15%. So 15% is the percent of change. So review the videos again. You can also watch other videos on solving one-step equations to help you out on how to solve for percent, for the whole, or for the A. Thanks for watching. Bye.